Hi, this is a video for everyone that uses Silhouette and is used to designing in Silhouette and refuses to leave Silhouette to use with their F570, which is a printer that's a true sublimation printer, and so is the F170 that uses profiles. Silhouette does not use profiles, so your colors will be darker reds, you'll have no teal, very little gray, and your purples will be off. So here is what I suggest you do, is to create in Silhouette, save it as a PNG file, and then open it either in Photoshop or Affinity Designer. So I'm going to show you how to do that now. So I'm just going to make let's make it a letter size. I don't have the machine, so let's go with, all right, letter. So I'm going to go to File, Open. I forgot how to use Silhouette. Let's see. Let me see my graphics. Okay, let's see which one I want to bring in. Something very clever. I don't like that one. Okay, let's bring a flag in. I'm going to open that. I'm going to change the size. And it really doesn't matter what you save it to. Let's say you want to add most of your design, and then you want to add some text. So let's say, here's my name. But you can do this in Affinity as well. So I'm going to change the color. Actually, I'm going to change the font. Let's go over here, and let's, okay, let's do that one. Okay, so we're going to make this bigger. I'm going to change the color to, using the dropper, I'll use this color, and I'll change my line to that color. Alright, and then I'm going to add another graphic. So I'm going to go to Merge, so I can get another graphic. What I'm going to add. Alright, let's add this. It's a little frog. Okay, so now you've made your design in Silhouette. Make this a little smaller. Make this a little bigger. Okay, so what you're going to now do, if you have the business edition, this will let you save as a PNG file. So we are going to save as, and then I'm going to save it as a PNG, portable document. There it is, PNG, and I'm going to call it Test Design. Test Design. So I know where it is. Okay. I'm going to hit OK, and that's going to ask you some questions. I do transparent background, and I go up a little in my DPI. The higher the DPI, the bigger the picture, and the better the resolution. Let's go 172, and then I hit Save. All right, now let's go to Affinity. I'm going to go to File, Place, or File New. Very easy. We're going to pick I'm going to pick letter. And you can also change it here, your width and your height. You want the DPI 300 inches. You can have it portrait or landscape. I'm going to keep it that way. Prefer embedded. Color format is RGB/8. And your profile is always going to be the sRGB IEC 61966-2.1. You can choose a transparent background, which I do, so I can see if there's any marks or not. It'll be white if you don't. Everything else stays the same. I hit create, and then I go to file, I go to place, and I find the graphic. This is the graphic, and I can make it any size I want. So here's everything you created in Silhouette, and now it's waiting to be printed. Okay, that's all one file because it's a PNG, and you can't change anything here because we've saved it as a PNG, not an SVG. So now when you go to print on your 570, you're going to go to print, choose your correct printer. I have to find my printer. I always have trouble finding it. There it is. That's the F500. You're going to go here. You see how it's filling out? I'm having it as letter. I chose letter. Same as paper size, 8.5 by 11. If you're going to use the roll, you want off no color adjustment because you're using Affinity. Your quality, I always use maximum, no high speed. Finest detail, I do print preview. Next, if you're going to use, again, the roll, normal cut, you want to rotate it and save paper roll so it just doesn't cut this massive piece. You're going to hit OK. Rasterization, down here are the affinity settings. Layout is your letter. Rasterization is 300 DPI, nothing here. Color management. This is what's going to make your colors. Epson 570 has two profiles, and they are the, let me find it, the rigid and the textile. Rigid and textile. I don't use the rigid for anything, not even tumblers. My colors are too dark. I always choose the textile. Rendering intent. Perceptual is for if you have graphics and face tones and flesh tones. That's what you pick, perceptual. For vector graphics, choose relative colorimetric. So this is the most important thing. Print to file, we do nothing. Again, this, the textile has to match your printer settings. See here? It has to match. It's as easy as can be. So you're going to hit OK. You hit OK and it will print. But you can see there's the margin lines. You're not out of the margins here. It's all going to print inside. And then you just hit OK, and that is it. And that's for people who just don't want to give up Silhouette because they don't know how to use Affinity. You can still use Silhouette. You can do anything you want in Silhouette. Just save it as a PNG file. That's the highest resolution file. You may save it as a JPEG, but that's not the greatest resolution because it sometimes compresses. So that's how you do it. And I'm going to cancel. And if you, oh, by the way, if you want to know how to use fonts, I'm going to show you. See that A? I'm going to click that and click, and I'm going to type. It's very small, but I'll show you how to make it bigger. Okay, then I'm going to go here. I'm going to go here, up here, are your fonts. And you can see how they look as I pick this one. Oh, sorry. You have to highlight it just like in Silhouette. Let's go back to the fonts, and now you can see how they look once you go down there. You can adjust it. You can make it smaller. Then you go back up here, and also here you can adjust the size. And go back to here, your Move tool. We're highlighting that. We're going to go to some colors, and here's my color. And as you see, I can change the color. And that's under color. You can do swatches, like if you want to go and pick a color from here or over here. So it's kind of like, or you can take this and I guess we have to figure out how to use that. The dropper. I forgot how to use it, I'm sorry. But you can do anything here. Oh, there we go. Change your colors. I just reversed this. Okay. And that's it. There's more to learn in Affinity once you get used to it. You can do anything. Now, if you want to save something from Affinity, you are going to export it, not save as. So you go to Export, and here are your different file types. I do as a PNG, and by linear, you can adjust the size and just hit Export. I'm not going to do that now. And that's it. That should do it.